What's up, family? It's your girl, Amber the Alchemist. I'm back. Listen, I know it's been a minute. Don't be mad at me. Mama's been going through the things, and I don't know if this is just like Saturn return things, but yeah, Mama's been going to the things and trying to figure out, how I am going to deliver my messages. And sometimes it looks like writing, which if you've been tapping in with me every week at Zora Magazine, I have a weekly spirit medicine column. If you're not, then you better go hit the link in my bio and go subscribe so I can be in your inbox every Sunday. But yeah, I've just been really more so focusing on writing versus doing video content. And I know that you guys love to see me, and I love doing those videos for you too. But yeah, it's just I'm not feeling like it, to be honest. So I am wanting to get back to it, be a little bit more consistent, and ease my way into the video content. So I know that you guys love these pick a cards, and so do I. So I'm here to deliver. And it's Sagittarius fucking season. We are here. Listen, like Scorpio season though. Can we have a moment of silence for Scorpio season? Wigs are off, like just completely scalped, hearts open. It's been a lot of shit going on, and I know that the energy is, I feel like as soon as it turned Sag season, we definitely started to get a little bit lighter, but we still feel it. So I wanted to come through and just deliver some guidance for us. This is something that you guys were voted on. So here we are, Sagittarius season guidance. We're going to do a pick a card reading, and it'll actually be a pick a crystal. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Okay, so now that our energy is grounding, we have the first crystal, second crystal, third crystal. The first crystal is this beautiful amber sphere. Absolutely gorgeous. So we have this amber sphere. We have this trolleite heart for number 2. And then we have this freeform, gorgeous, rare pink amethyst. I feel like this is for my expensive bitches, my luxurious bitches. All right, so while you guys take a second, I want you to just take a second and choose. Are you gonna go with the amber, the trolleite, or the pink amethyst? Let's get into it. I'll put these to the side and we can start off with this amber. Okay. So for those that chose amber, let's get into it, spirit. We are calling on our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, light beings, light entities, Madama spirits that serve the highest light and the greatest good. Spirit, I ask that every single person that picked this first pile receive these messages with love and clarity. Ashe. So first, let's see. What energies are surrounding us? What energies are surrounding pile number 1? Okay, I just heard transmission. Transmission. This might be a message for someone regarding your cars on a literal sense. Maybe you're supposed to be getting your transmission fixed. What energy, spirit, are surrounding pile number 1 that chose this beautiful amber? Okay, y'all, let's get it. We have lucky and we have new moon. So already it's showing that those who chose pile number 1, Sagittarius season is going to be lucky for you. In fact, you might even already be a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius placements. This luck really connects us with Jupiter energy. So your Jupiter might be in Sagittarius as well, which is really beautiful. And Spirit is saying that a lot of this energy is going to be happening around the course of the new moon, which would be December 4th. Or this new moon is bringing a new season of luck, a new season of abundance. There might be certain gifts, certain offerings that come to you that is really like, that new moon is a catalyst for that luck and that abundance. So this is the season to make sure that you are wearing your that's crazy. I was about to say wearing your protection oil, but that's not what I meant. So Spirit wants to also make sure that you are protecting what's yours, protecting the things that you value, putting some protection oil on your wallet, putting some money oil on your wallet, and really just like rubbing your hands, really calling that energy into you. Ooh, my lip is starting to quiver too. It's weird. I'm feeling some nervousness. I don't know who's watching this. You might be feeling a little nervous right now. Maybe you're shooting your shot. Maybe you shot your shot at something and you're wondering, is it for me? So let's see, Spirit. Let's get into it. What messages do you have for pile number 1? Okay, so Spirit is definitely speaking of this tower moment. I definitely see this as something that happened in the past. This could definitely just be Scorpio season that took you out for a loop. Some unexpected changes, your foundation changing. Let me clarify on this tower. Yeah, so that tower moment felt like exhaustion. That could also be where my lip was starting to quiver. This could be manifested through your nervous system. I'm feeling like someone was maybe a little jittery or getting the jitters. What Spirit is definitely speaking of is there was a hard time that you had with prioritizing things. Trying to juggle things. This Two of Pentacles energy is someone who has a lot on their plate. They're trying to figure shit out. They're trying to say, okay, how can I manage these things? And it almost feels like you guys were doing a lot of juggling. And then suddenly it's almost like Jenga. Like you pull that one piece out and then everything else comes crumbling. So I feel like for you guys, pile number 1, you are learning about time management and not only how you manage your time, but also how you manage your energy as well. There might have been something that really caused some sort of internal uproar within you. And you were like, listen, I cannot be around this person. I can no longer put this much energy and this much time into this job. I feel like you guys are starting to gain your balance right now. You're going to begin to rebuild and come back to balance after this tower moment. Yeah, I'm hearing that it was a surprise. So for a lot of you guys, it was a surprise that you couldn't handle it. I feel like you might be Spirit is talking about Molly from Insecure, like very I just watched the recent episode. If you didn't, then this is a fucking spoiler alert. But like her mom is in the hospital and she's still on the phone trying to honor commitments. And it's like, sis, you are not in the emotional or mental space to be taking on this work. But it's just like, but I have to. There's this pressure that you have put in yourself in the past, and you're realizing that pressure is no longer necessary. Right? And this pressure might have been coming from your foundation. This pressure might have been coming from your parents, your family, your job, people that have very high expectations for you and are expecting you to put it all on your plate. And it's just like you got to a point where I don't want to do that. And no, that doesn't feel good. Listen, Ace of Cups energy. Spirit is really pouring into you right now. You have some love. This could be, this Sagittarius might bring you a new relationship, a new connection, or just overall heart healing. Can you clarify with this Ace of Cups, Spirit? Okay, Spirit is, if this is a love interest or a friendship, I feel like this person might be an M. This person's name starts with an M. Clarify this Ace of Cups. Yes, 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 yes. Ace of Cups coming through with the star. So if this is a person, this could be Aquarius. You might even be an Aquarius watching. There might be an Aquarius who was impacting your foundation and your stability. Let me just smooth this. But Spirit is saying that right now, Sagittarius season is really a season of healing. A season, I'm hearing the word vitality. You're beginning to get your energy back because your guides, your spirits are pouring into you. I also feel like because of this foundation or whatever the case may be that was kind of shook up, now you're starting to realize, what were the things that I was missing? Was I drinking too much coffee? Was I not taking my vitamins? Was I not doing my journaling? Was I not doing my exercise? Was I not taking care of my body? Those things that were impacting your stability, that were impacting your foundation, now you are starting to get more clarity on those things and realize, like, listen, I cannot skip a day without doing this. In order for me to be my best self, these are the things that I have to do. Spirit, can you clarify on this star? I'm hearing the word unruly. I don't know. You might have been, you might be someone who's not that well with being consistent and not that good with following rules. If that is the case, baby, welcome to the club. But yeah, you might be a Sag. I feel like that's very much so Sag energy. Let me clarify on this star. But this is definitely going to be a season of healing for you. This is also a really good time for you to connect with astrology, connect with pulling cards for yourself and getting to your own spiritual practice. And that could have been the thing that was missing. Maybe you weren't pouring enough into your spiritual guides, right? So this should be a month where you kind of return to those spiritual practices and rituals, the things that really sustain you and bring life to you. How you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, baby? How you got both of them? There's a deep connection with you and your guides, your ancestors, your angels this season. They might be bringing in an offer. This could be a new job that is coming in for you as a result of maybe getting fired or abruptly leaving, something like that. This could be a new person coming into your life after a period of just kind of disappointment is the word that's coming through, a period of disappointment regarding your love life. And just feeling like you're going on these dates. When is my person going to come? When is this thing that really resonates with me gonna come? It's gonna come Sagittarius season. So this Ace of Pentacles connected with this lucky energy is not only, this luck is bringing in material gifts. This luck is bringing in money, right? We're securing bags. We're getting new jobs. This is a season of gifts. People might be gifting you, sending you something in the mail. I'm gonna do this. All right, Spirit, can you clarify on this Ace of Pentacles for pile number 1? Okay, so for some of you guys, it's coming through as merchant. So this new thing is actually going to be, you guys, some of you that are watching this might be selling some sort of product or selling some sort of service. There might be a gift that you have that you were going to finally monetize from, and Spirit is going to give that idea to you. You might be opening up a shop, opening up a business, an online business. You might be selling your products on a bigger website, right? So this could be consignment. This could be wholesale. Someone might be reaching out to you to offer their products. That way you don't have to do all of the legwork. You can have people, you can have someone or a business that sells your product for you. Let me clarify on this Ace of Cups. All right, Ace of Cups is coming through with pleasure seeker. So this is going to be a season where you find your joy, that you I hear rekindle your joy. Some of you guys are going to be connecting with people from your past or people that you haven't seen for a while. And sometimes it's like out of sight, out of mind. But when you actually spend that one-on-one time together, you're reminded like, damn, I actually enjoy this person. I love the time that we spend together. It's fun. Even if it's not one of those situations where you tell all of them your business and you share like everything that's on your fucking heart. You have to know, you know, there's categories, there's level to this friendship, there's levels to this shit. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're going to be realizing that certain people that you really love and you want to keep them in your life, but it has to be it might just be surface level. You just might have certain friends that you only go out and turn up with. You might have certain friends that you can really spill what's on your heart with. You might have certain friends who you can share your business ideas with. Know who you're going to be learning. You're going to be categorizing those relationships. And I also feel like this has to do with this tower moment. I feel like some of you guys were expecting, okay, I'm kind of channeling at this moment, but I feel like some of you guys were expecting someone to show up in a certain way, and Spirit had to remind you, no, that's not what they're for. That's not the person that you tell your business to. That's not the person that you do X, Y, and Z with. This is what you're supposed to do with them. So I feel like you had to learn that lesson. What other energies are surrounding? Listen, love just fell on top of the star. So also, can we just speak about the sequence in this reading? After the tower comes the star. After that moment of chaos, that moment of destruction, that moment where you just had to rebuild, the star comes through as a symbol of hope to remind you, listen, not all is lost, not all is gone. And I feel like this is going to be the season when you start to see like, okay, I feel like you're going to get a little bit of clarity on why this tower moment happens. So yes, that you had to experience this, but we're moving away from that. I'm not feeling like we're going to be experiencing those tower moments in December. I feel like this is more so the star energy, us coming to ourselves and kind of getting back up on our feet again, getting acclimated again. And for some of you guys, this is really coming through in with our relationships, with love. With love, I definitely see partnership. I definitely see partnership here. Okay, so this is partnership, but I also feel like you are through exploring your joy, you are finding what it is that you love. So some of you guys are really going to be leaning into your gifts, leaning into your talents this Sagittarius season, and finding that one thing that just lights your heart on fire. And then Spirit is going to say, listen, have you ever actually thought of turning that thing into a business? Have you ever thought of monetizing off of this gift? Have you ever thought about it before? And I think you're going to get some clarity on that. I don't see that you're going to be in the planning stages of what that thing is, but I think it's more so getting the clarity to see how you can turn some of these some of these passions and these pleasures into something that's sustainable for you and will bring value to you, whether this is monetary value or just finding a community and setting that intention to bring in people who vibe with you. Other energies. Young woman. So this could be you. This could be a friend that is coming into your life. Someone who is a young woman that might be bringing you joy, that might be bringing you pleasure. This young woman might be the Ace of Pentacles, a woman coming through with a proposition, coming through with an idea for you to monetize off your gifts or talents or your services. But again, the young woman could be you. With that said, there might be someone who's coming into your life who's a little bit younger than you. So be mindful of that too, especially when it comes to relationships and partnerships, because you might be that person that's like, listen, I'm not trying to really date anyone who's younger than me, but it's there. I All right. So let's see. What final messages does Spirit have for you? Spirit says, you glow, we beam. You glow, we beam. What other messages, Spirit, do you have for pile number 1? Spirit says karma is on your side. I feel like some of you guys were doing some self-blaming. I'm hearing like, why did this happen to me? Why did it have to be me? And in fact, you're thinking it's karma. You're thinking about some shit like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? Spirit is saying karma is on your side. The universe is not conspiring against you. There's just a season for everything. So don't take it personally. What other messages? Oops. The other message is convince yourself, not others. Convince yourself, not others. So a lot of you guys will be working through your issues or certain things about validation, right? So Spirit is like, listen, you don't have to convince anyone else. You just have to know who you are. You just have to know what you bring to the table. If you know yourself, nobody can tell you about yourself. Ashe. It's not as if you need anyone. So Spirit is saying, I feel like this is really, I feel like some of y'all, this is really in the love department, right? I feel like you might have gone through a heartbreak or some sort of disappointment. Spirit is saying you didn't need that person. Okay, here's a message. In fact, you put all of your eggs in one basket. You put so much into this person. You put so much into this relationship. You put so much into this thing. You put all of your security into this thing. And it's just like, you didn't need to do that. Spirit said you gave too much. You gave too much. You didn't need it. You don't need that person. You don't need that thing. That thing that you lost you. You did not lose it. It lost you. Oof. Spirit said time for a love fest. It's a lot of love energy coming through for you guys. You have the Ace of Cups, you have the love card, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have time for a love fest. So there's a lot of heart opening here. Keep your heart open. Work on your heart chakra. I hope that you guys receive these messages with love. Let me know if it's hitting. Let me know if it's resonating. I always love to hear how these messages resonate with you. Thank you guys so much for trusting me to deliver. And yeah, we're going to get it popping to pile number 2. Pile number 2. Let's get into your pick a card reading. We're going to get into what's going on for you this Sagittarius season. First, I want to just cleanse the energy. Okay, Spirit, we are calling on the angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, light beings, Madama spirits that serve the highest light and the greatest good for pile number 2 that chose trolleite. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 2 for this Sagittarius season? Okay. All right. So the message that I'm hearing is corrupt or corruption. And if you have been having an intuitive urge or some sort of intuitive sense that someone's integrity is not right, someone doesn't have good character, you need to trust yourself and listen to that message. This trolleite is a very intuitive crystal. It's a crystal that you can use to connect with the angelic realm, connect with your spirit guides, get your third eye chakra popping. In the card, and the word that I heard was corrupt. So this is your confirmation that someone might be a little bit corrupt. Do with that info what you will. All right, Spirit. What is the energy surrounding pile number 2 for Sagittarius season? First thing that's coming through is past life. Some of you guys might be, okay, here we go. Third eye chakra. Some of you guys are going to be having dreams or traveling in the astros, getting hints and peeks of a past life. So there might be some past life healing that is taking place. You might be seeing yourself in at a different environment, a different time period. If you're having those types of dreams, this is spirit confirming that you have been doing some astral traveling. This would even be, you might even be feeling the call to get a past life regression or get an akashic record readings to support you. This could also mean that some spirit wants me to focus on this message. So I feel like there might be some messages that you are getting, that certain things that you were supposed to be healing through, and these things are not coming from this lifetime. These are things that are coming from a past life. So it's almost like you might need that Akashic Records reading, or you might need that past life regression, or you might need to have your mugwort tea and create some sort of like, some sort of tea I can't even speak. I'm tongue-tied. Tea concoction with maybe mugwort, blue lotus, mullein, sage. I'm hearing chamomile, lavender, vervain. Okay, you guys might even be herbalists, might even be have a connection to healing with herbs in a past life. You might even have an ancestor who is an herbalist who is trying to communicate and connect with you. I'm also, for y'all, I'm not even pulling cards, I'm channeling. I'm also hearing contraception. Some of you guys might be trying to figure out alternative ways for contraception. There might be certain herbs that you're supposed to be looking up or using for contraception. If you are not someone that wants to get pregnant, this is the Sagittarius season. Spirit is saying strap the fuck up. Okay? All right, I'm actually want to use this deck. All right, Spirit. Can you clarify on this past life message? Okay, so also 14 might be an important number. 14 or 41 might be an important number. There might be something that happens around December 14th. Can you clarify on this past life message, Spirit? Okay. Absolutely. So we do have the 10 of daggers and the Knight of Daggers. You are going to be getting some clarity and healing from past life. There's going to be a lot of past life healing that's taking place, and that could also feel like you're entering a new timeline. There might also be certain relationships that you have with people that are ending abruptly because there might have been a soul contract. There's soul contracts that are ending. There's soul contracts that are ending for you in December. So keep in mind of certain relationships, certain things that are that might end either abruptly, or someone just cuts you off, or you just get this intuitive feeling, this intuitive urge to cut someone off. Make sure that you're journaling. This Knight of Daggers is coming through with a lot of information, a lot of messages, and a lot of downloads. So you want to make sure that you're paying close attention to, you might, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm literally getting all of these downloads. Spirit is speaking about you having repeated dreams. So there might be certain dreams that you have. It could even be, you know how sometimes you dream and then you go to pee and you wake up. You wake up to go pee and then you go back to sleep and that dream continues. Make sure that you're documenting some of those dreams. I feel like for some of you guys in the month of December, you're going to be getting clarity on how some of those dreams end. You know how sometimes those dreams stop when you're like in the midst of it? I actually feel like you're actually going to see how it ends. You're going to actually see how it plays out, if that makes sense. Woof. It's a lot of woo-woo. For you guys that are watching this too, if you pick this card, you might be a healer. You might be an intuitive. You might be someone who works with the Akashic Records, works as a healer, or have been really focused on doing a lot of healing work, especially regarding your past. There's a lot of things from your past that are ending. There's a lot of confirmations or closures. There's some closure that you're going to get. What other energies are surrounding pile number? Okay. Transmute coming through. So some of you guys might be Scorpios. Sun, moon, rising. The thing that you're transmuting is coming through as 44. So we had 14 and we have 44, which is 1444. That might be an angel number that is relevant for you. But right now, there's a lot of transformation that is taking place. You might be a snake, might be this. The snake might be your animal totem as well. Scorpio season might have been, there are certain things that you've learned from Scorpio season that you're in the process of transmuting. Can you clarify on this transmute message? All right, you have transmute with the Chariot, the Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. You see all of this, all of these cups. This is just a confirmation that this Sagittarius season is going to be a very intuitive season. It's also going to be a very emotional season for you. I definitely feel like someone is supposed to be someone will be going home. You might be driving home or going on a plane home, connecting with someone from the past. There might be a conversation that you have. There might have been, it's almost like you had unfinished business with this person and you haven't seen them for a while and time has passed, but things are still a little bit weird, but I feel like you're going to have that closure that you need. This doesn't mean that you're reuniting, although it might be that. It just might be that someone has to get their shit off real quick, right? And that will be part of your healing process. This Chariot also speaks of moving. So this might be a month where some of you guys are moving or considering moving, considering traveling. Can you clarify on this Chariot? The Six of Cups is also speaking of the past. You have past life and Six of Cups. So I definitely see this as inner child healing that's also taking place, right? Feeling very nostalgic in December. December is going to be very reflective for you. I feel like Spirit is saying reflective of the last 2 years. So I don't know what has happened in your life or has gone over in your life over the last 2 to even 4 years, but there's going to be a lot of reflection around that. Let's do this. Spirit, can you clarify on this Chariot? this. I kind of like to... clarify on this chariot. Thoughts. Can you clarify on this chariot? So Spirit is saying that your thoughts are going to be kind of running a mile a minute. This is why this Queen of Cups energy is here, and that Knight of Daggers here. There's a lot of channeling that's taking place, and it's coming through. So Spirit wants to make sure you have a journal. It might even be time for you to get a new journal. You feel like sometimes we have journals, but then it's just like there might have been a certain energy that's connected to that journal. In that journal, you might have been writing a lot of things that were heavy. So you might not even want to pick up that journal to even see what was there, and that's okay. Spirit just says start again, get a new one. Let me clarify on this chariot. Chariot and pleasure seeker. So this will even be Spirit wants to say, if you can, you should definitely go visit someone that brings you joy. I feel like you should be leaning into your joy this month at least once, dedicating a weekend, a day or something. You might have to take a drive. It might be to the mountains, I'm hearing. You might be going to the mountains, you might be driving to the mountains or flying to the mountains. I feel like there's a new spirit guide that is that might be revealing itself to you over the course of Sag season as well. This Ace of Cups energy is here. It really speaks of, which is beautiful. You might even be cross-watching. You might have watched pile number 1. Ace of Cups came through as well. But I feel like this is your ancestors. I feel like your ancestors are coming in to... Ooh, okay. The message that I'm getting... This is a very, very, very specific message. But I feel like there was an ancestor or someone in your family that passed away. But there might have been some talk or speculation about how they passed away or what their life was like before they passed away or whatever the case may be. So you might be getting some clarity on that, either why they died, like the real information, the reasoning behind it, how they died, or there might have been certain things that wasn't shared to you, and you're gonna get that information. The Queen of Cups really wants you guys to be spending time connecting with the element of water, making sure that you're, making sure that you're spiritually protected. So this month you should be making sure that you're taking spiritual baths on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis if you can. This Queen of Cups energy is very intuitive, very psychic. This could be a woman that you are connecting to, a mother figure or a godmother figure that you are connected to. This might be someone who comes into your life. Like I said, a spirit guide, a feminine energy coming into your life. All right. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 2? Spirit said, love in spite of it all. So I feel like with this past life energy, the 6 of Cups energy, there's going to be some pain, some things, especially if you're traveling for fun or traveling to go visit family or things like that. There might be old wounds that are triggering you. And Spirit is just speaking of unconditional love. Your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides are loving you unconditionally. So they want you to return that energy to people, especially people from your past. Love in spite of it all. You know what to do. So this is a confirmation. This is an intuitive confirmation. If you have been questioning something, Spirit is saying you already know. You already have the answers. And that's why you picked this deck with this trolleite. because your intuition is on 1,000 right now. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your dreams, trust your guides. Oh my God. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. What a beautiful confirmation. I feel like you guys, pile number 2, is really doing, you guys are doing a lot of healing regarding your past situations that pained you, disappointments that happened. And I feel like you're going to get some clarity this month on why those things needed to happen. And you're also going to be called to transmute that energy into love. That's what this transmutation energy is. You guys are going to be on your alchemist shit, transmuting that pain into power, transmuting that fear or that hate into love. And you have guides that are with you to support you. I love you guys so much. I really hope that these messages resonate. Let me know below in the comments if they hitting, how you feeling. Thank you again so much for trusting me to deliver these messages for you. I love you so, so much. If you're watching this, then you chose the amethyst. Unless you just love hearing these messages, then you're watching all of them. Because I'm sure there's something for everyone here. So if you chose this pile, we are about to get into it with this pink amethyst. Just give me a second. I'm going to cleanse the energy and we will say an opening prayer. We are calling on the angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, light beings, light entities, Madama spirits that serve the highest light and the greatest good of all involved spirit. We ask to allow me to be a vessel and tune into the energy and frequency of all those that are watching this for pile number 3. What do they need to hear? What do they need to receive? What direction? I'm hearing direction. You need direction. What direction do they need, spirit? We ask that these messages come through clearly. Ashe. So pile number 3, let's get it poppin'. Sag season, gang. Let's see, spirit. What are the energies surrounding pile number 3? This Sagittarius season. Spirit, what are the energies surrounding pile number 3? This Sag season. Death. All right. I'm going to clarify some of these messages, but some of you guys that are watching this might be a Scorpio with that energy. Some of you guys might be losing someone, or you lost someone around this time. So you are just kind of, you're reminded of their death. This might be you guys more so tending to your ancestors and tending to your deads, creating your ancestral altars, speaking prayers, doing certain traditions, doing certain rituals that remind you of the people that came before you. I want to elaborate. Spirit, can you clarify on this death energy? Putting some flowers on your altar to honor your ancestors, honor your dead. Can you clarify on this death? Okay. Death is coming through with the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands really speaks of your stability, really speaks of a milestone. So I definitely feel like this is the anniversary. December or Sagittarius season, and it is an anniversary of someone's death. And I think that you're going to be trying to figure out ways to honor them. This could be the first year, this could be the 3rd year, 2nd year, 4th year, whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel like you're trying to see how can we transmute that energy that is so heavy of death and missing them, and how can we turn it into a celebration? So there might be a party that you have for them. This might be a baby shower, celebrating someone at a baby shower, celebrating them at a wedding. This 4 of Wands energy is very much so speaking of milestones. So this could also be an anniversary of, okay, so for some of you guys, this will also be like divorce. Either you might be getting divorced this year, or it's your divorce anniversary, if that makes sense. Actually, let me put this back here. What other energies are surrounding pile number 3? Magic. So here goes the rituals. Here goes the rituals. You're supposed to be in your bag this season. You're supposed to be in your bag. You're supposed to be doing your spells. You're supposed to be doing your candle magic. This death energy is coming through with red and purple. For some of you guys, I'm feeling like that's Oya, which is the Orisha that really helps us connect with our dead, who helps us connect with those who have descended. So some of you guys might be daughters of Oya. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these messages are not for you. These are specifically, I'm specifically speaking to those of the African diaspora. So yeah, this might be Oya energy for some of you guys, or even Eshu energy, because we do have the number 3. So Spirit wants you to really lean into your magic. Working with your ancestors for manifestation. If you're wanting that job, if you're wanting that ring, if you're wanting to get married, if you're wanting to have that baby, working with your ancestors, creating rituals to support you to bring what it is that you want. This 4 of Wands is all about your foundation. Really feeling like you're rooted, that you're planted. This could be a new house. Some of you guys are working with your ancestors to bring a new house. Some of you guys might be getting a house, getting something of value from an ancestor that passed away. All right. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 3? These numbers, I can't help but look at 36 and 03. The number 3 is coming through a lot. This is going to be a message of a lot of spiritual communication that's taking place. So speak out loud. Speak out loud to your ancestors. They want to hear what you want. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 3? 2 of Wands. So there's some fire. There's a lot of fire energy. So this is really about figuring out what it is that you want. For some of you guys, you might be traveling, going somewhere this Sagittarius season. You might be like, where am I gonna go for X, Y, and Z? What am I gonna go for this? Okay, somebody's trying to figure out where to get married, or where to celebrate their birthday, or yeah, where to buy a house, where to buy a land, where to buy property. And it's like you're not even you're not limiting yourself to where you are. You're thinking on a global aspect. Wheel of Fortune. All right, y'all. So this is a card of fate, a card of destiny. So we're entering, a lot of you guys are entering a new timeline. Entering a new timeline about what your foundation is. Entering a timeline about where you're going to plant your feet. Let's see. Can you clarify on this Wheel of Fortune, Spirit? Some of you guys have been reading books for a while. I don't know what that has to do with what. There could be a book that you're reading on magic. There could be a book that you're reading about ancestors, or something like that. It could be an atlas. Can you clarify on this Wheel of Fortune? It's almost like someone is like, where will I go next? Where will the wind take me? Which I love, because I feel like pile number 3, you guys have a lot of flexibility. You guys might be a mutable sign. You guys might be mutable signs. Can you clarify on this Wheel of Fortune? Wheel of Fortune is coming through with the 3 of Pentacles. So this is really going to be a season of collaboration. I feel like there might have been certain ideas that you had. Back to working with your ancestors, though. Back to working with your ancestors, though. I feel like there might have been certain ideas that you guys had, certain things that you wanted to bring into fruition. And this Wheel of Fortune is going to be bringing people into your life, ushering people into your life that can support you, people who are resourceful, people that have certain gifts and talents that you might not have. And maybe you do have those things, but you don't need to be doing it all, right? There's certain things that everyone has a lane. So I do feel like this is going to be, for a lot of you guys, there's going to be changes in your relationship dynamics, your work dynamics, and projects and collaboration. What other messages do you have for pile number 3? I'm hearing satisfied. See, yup. All right. So some of you guys were not great team players, or you were someone who took everything in. You took all of these responsibilities on, and then it's just like, I have no one to help me. And I'm not mocking you, even though it totally sounds like it. I'm not mocking you. I'm just dramatic. You feel like, damn, I have no one to help me, no one to support me, and Spirit is bringing in people who will support you. You have to work through your trust issues, though. You have to be flexible, though. You have to be open to new ideas, though, right? You have to be better at balance. You have to, this is also Temperance. This Temperance card is represented through Sagittarius. So some of these people, one of these persons could be a Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius who's watching this. You're trying to find that balance. You have to be a little bit better at working and collaborating with other people. This is also in working, collaborating. Temperance is like, do you see this angel? Your ancestors are with you. You have spirit guides that are like, use me. You don't see me here. You don't see me here. Your ancestors want to help you. They want to help you manifest, and they want to help you bring some of those ideas to life, and they're going to help bring people into your life that'll support you, but you have to be open, right? You have to be open. You have to be flexible. What other energies are surrounding us? Third pile. I'm clarifying this Wheel of Fortune. Thoughts. So here you go, new ideas. You're going to be meeting people who have, it's going to be like, why didn't I think of this? Yeah, because you were supposed to meet this person, and they were supposed to give you that brilliant idea. Pleasure seekers coming through again. These are the exact same cards that came through for pile number 2. So you might be someone who's cross-watching. There's an emphasis on joy. There's an emphasis on doing things that you love to do, or finding people that love to do the things that you don't like to do, right? Finding people that love to do the things that you don't like to do. So if you have a business and you're not that great on social media, engagement, things like that, there are people that love to do that shit. Ask your ancestors, work your magic, ask for them to bring people into your life that are specifically gifted and talented and passionate about the things that you just might not be. There's been some feeling of lack, whether this is lack of financial support, just feeling like you don't have people on your team. That energy is changing. That energy is changing. You're going to be meeting people. You see these 3? I'm feeling 3s. Oh yeah, duh. The 36. I've been saying that 3. So it might be a trio. 3 of you guys. What other energies are surrounding pile number 3 for Sag season? All right. Letter, cheerfulness. So some of you guys pay close attention to your mail, your DMs, your mail, your DMs, your text messages, things like that. You might be getting some information, some news that's going to bring you joy, that's going to make you really happy. This could be an offering. All right, Spirit is saying beware of the fake shit, though. And beware of you being fake and you being not authentic to yourself. This is coming through with soldier, so this could be someone who is either in a military or wears a uniform. Beware of someone, if you're questioning their authenticity, here's your confirmation. Or if you're questioning the authenticity of this young woman, whoever this may be, she may not be keeping a stack with you. Spirit is also saying with this thoughts and letters, you might be someone who is supposed to write a letter to someone. You might be the one that's supposed to be writing a letter. You might be the one who's supposed to be hopping into someone's DMs who you admire their work. You admire their work ethic. You admire their talents. You might be the one who's supposed to be taking that into initiative. So get out of your head and get out of your ego when it comes to shit like that. Ask for help if you need the help. And be open to receiving it. Stand by what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay. Now, let's see, Spirit. What final messages do you have for pile number 3? I heart you. So someone might be telling you that you love them. This could be a confirmation from your ancestors telling you that they love you. I go where you go. So this is definitely your ancestors and spirit guides saying that we are always with you. Even if you don't feel our presence, if you don't feel our physical presence, know that we are still with you. Know that we are still working with you. Know that we are still supporting you. Wherever you go, we will go. Wherever you go, we will follow. But you also have to acknowledge that we're there. You also have to take advantage of us wanting to support you, wanting to help you. There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. See, your ancestors, your spirit guides know that you have questions. And they're also saying, whenever you need answers, you need to come to us. When you need answers, come to us. Ask us. We have the answers. You keep forgetting that. We're always there. We're never not there. We love you. Your treasure is at hand. Your treasure is at hand. And things are not as they appear. So this is, again, another confirmation about this falseness energy. There might be people around you, certain people around you that are not keeping it a stack with you, that are not being authentic, that are not really showing you how they actually feel about you. They may show up one way, but you just get this feeling that something ain't right or their intentions are not pure. This is your confirmation. Trust that things are not as they appear. Okay, I love you guys. I hope that you receive these messages with love. I'm so happy to deliver these messages for you. Let me know in the comments if these messages are hitting, and I will speak to you guys later. And if you do want to dive deeper, you can always book a one-on-one session with me. Bye.